Good.
Ready? All right.
Rich,
Bruce,
what are you going to make for me today?
I am going to make something I've never made. Well, I haven't made it before, but not this way.
Okay.
And before I used it was a cheaper cut of meat. Our buddy Big Al had me go to Fiesta and find this cut of Hispanic meat. Doesn't sound right.
Hispanic meat.
All right.
Okay, meat from the Mexican market. Okay, yeah. I'll fix that in editing.
No.
You won't.
Okay.
Oh, no. I want to know what Hispanic meat is.
Anyway.
It's a certain cut.
It's a certain, yeah, and I can't remember what he calls it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm looking at the recipes, and the real Philly cheesesteaks they use ribeye. So why not use ribeye? So anyway, that's what we got. We got a bunch of ribeye. And we're going to make these several different ways.
Man, that looks good, too.
And it's so easy. Oh, actually, I should trim it first. We're just going to trim some of this fat off on the corners.
But yeah, that's true. You don't want them real fatty and
Yeah.
they get a little chewy.
I mean, some of these areas you're not going to be able to do anything about, but that's life.
Well, sure. Have you had a Philly cheesesteak from Philly?
I have not. I'm from up north, but not from that area.
Right. Well, I managed to go there once. And while I was there, I said that the bartender told me, she said, you got to go down the street here and get a Falcon cheesesteak.
So
I did.
It's Spock approved.
And I gotta tell you, it's one of the best beef sandwiches I've ever had in my life. And I'm watching them make it, right? They have a grill with onions and thin sliced beef on it.
Oh, I love cheesesteaks.
You know, and they tell you, hey, ask you what you want. They bam, 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 it's on the roll, and there you go. It took them all of, I don't know, less than a minute.
Yeah, some of those places are just well-oiled machines. They got their shit.
And
Shut down, sorry.
I'm watching, and there's no ingredients here. There's nothing, right? I see meat and onions. And of course, they did ask me if I wanted it with or without. And
You went without, was he?
well, I was a little younger then, and less
Adventurist?
yes, less adventurous. And I'm thinking I don't want Cheez Whiz on my steak. So I got mine with Provolone. I was a little less adventurous back then. Today, you know, I would get one. Oh, I would get one right now.
We're going Cheez Whiz. We're gonna do Provolone. We're gonna do Cheez Whiz, and we're gonna compare the two and see what's better. Chris, you do want to leave some of the fat on?
That is flavor.
And you're full of it. I got your shirt. Cruz is full of flavor.
That's right. I'm motherfucking delicious.
Then you need a shirt. Okay, we're gonna put some salt and pepper. Generously. This is going in the freezer for a half hour. You don't want to freeze it. You just want to get it nice and hard for spicing.
Hard.
He said hard. We're good.
All right.
So Rich, I'm excited.
You're going to see some skills today.
I know, that's what I'm excited about.
That's
It's like you got some onions that have not
I
been.
got 3 yellow onions.
I know they have not been pre-sliced,
That's right.
and so I want to see.
I've been saving these skills from you.
Well, you know, so I'm really dying to see how this is going to work out without any blood.
America, watch and learn.
All right, Richard, it looks like we're about ready for the big
We
reveal.
are ready for the slicing, and it's going to be incredible.
It will.
I can't wait to see you cry.
Oh, I was bawling like a baby when I made it the other day. I have a mandolin. Oh, look how easy this is.
Cheater.
Wow. Whoa. What's this?
You know, Rich,
That's amazing, Bruce.
for you,
And you see how fast I did that?
I think that's a great idea. I mean,
You got.
I truly believe these were made for you.
I think they were.
I do, yeah. Like if this slips and you actually cut yourself with a mandolin, I may have a heart attack and die.
Well, we do know.
It'll be so funny.
We do know if I cut myself with a mandolin, it's just going to be paper towels and duct tape. Electrical tape.
You're gonna have to send me to the hospital because I won't be able to breathe. I'll turn purple and shit. I guarantee. When I get hurt, Rich is zero help.
You could have been
Okay.
dead. You and Mike Walker both could have been dead.
Could have been dead.
We're at a party. Okay, now granted, we went to the China Fest beforehand, and there
I
used
was
to be
so drunk.
Yeah, it used to be a music festival. And I have a buddy named Mike who was having a party at his house.
It was Boktoberfest.
That was about to.
Yeah,
Oh, probably so. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so we go and we show up, and maybe be a little bit inebriated.
I was really ignorant.
But yeah, so Mike's building a deck above, ground, and he didn't have railings up yet. So Bruce gets up and walks around me to go to get in the door, trips, falls, and disappears. He's gone. I'm laughing.
Off the deck, yes.
I don't, he could be dead. I don't know what the hell. I'm laughing my ass off. And so Mike came out because he sees me just laughing my ass off. And he goes, "What's up, man?" I'm like trying to tell him as I'm crying with tears. And I got Bruce, whatever. So Mike walks around me, trips, rolls off on top of Bruce. They're both gone. So now, like, I'm just this close to pissing my pants. And then, like, 3 or 4 minutes later, they both just bubble up.
There was
Mike wasn't even
Did he
drunk
land
yet.
on top of you, Bruce? What happened?
there was one of those big giant gas meters right there, right? My head came like this close from just smacking that thing.
Yeah.
He might have been
And
dead.
And then Walker lands on top of me, and actually, at that point, I was laughing so hard.
You know what the best thing would have been? At his funeral, I would get up and I would have spoke. I said, I would have been, I really feel bad about this. But you saw sorry. You should have saw it. It was so funny.
Yeah, you'd have never been able to keep a straight face.
Alright, so to go with our cheesesteaks, it's not really a great pairing, but I've been dying to do this, so I'm doing it. So, take that, America. We're making black and tans.
I think it works. I mean, you've got a manly cheesesteak sandwich,
You got a manly
and
beard.
you got a manly beer to go with it. I think we're good to go.
I've never made a black and tan in my life, so we're going to see if I can do this correctly. And our pre-chilled molasses that are quickly unchilling. The goal is to keep the Beck's on the bottom. Oh yeah, by the way, we're making a black and tan with Beck's and Guinness.
Extra step.
And you're supposed to pour it on the back of a spoon, and it's supposed to help separate it, so it doesn't mix like it's mixing.
All right. So from here's my understanding. Okay, you put it
Oh,
like this,
that. Okay.
and then it goes off of the side of the spoon all the way around.
And onto your hand.
Oh, that's all right.
Somewhat mixing.
It's not helping anymore.
Somewhat mixing.
Oh, I got close, but no.
All right, we're just gonna drink the crap out of it. All right, we're gonna try this, America. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tastes like a Guinness, only paler.
Oh God, I like these.
It's pretty good. Very tasty.
Yeah.
And don't they make a lighter? They make a different Guinness now.
Yeah, they do. It's the Guinness draft.
The draft.
Yeah. And this doesn't taste like that though. I don't think. I mean.
No, because I've had it before. But it cuts the part I didn't like about Guinness. The Beck's kind of cuts it down some, and not because I've been coming around to actually liking Guinness now. But
It cuts the heaviness and actually the bitterness.
And let me just say
bitterness.
this also is, I don't know if it's the Beck's, I mean, it's definitely the Bex that did it, but I taste a little bit more of the malt.
Yes. It takes a little bit of the bitterness out of the Guinness, and so yeah, you get that dark malt flavor of the Guinness.
It actually accentuates it.
Yeah, it does. Excellent.
That's coming out nicely.
That is perfect.
Alright, there you are. There we go. Alright, what are we doing here?
Alright, we are
No
now...
respect, Rich. Give me no respect.
No. We are melting our butter.
Now,
Oh, actually, I should have waited. Make sure it's heated all the way up first. No, that's fine. We'll deal with that.
let me ask you this. Are you doing that, I mean, because you can't fit everything there, is this like one serving?
I'm doing one sandwich.
One sandwich, gotcha.
One
One
sandwich.
serving at a time, okay.
So the secret behind a Philly cheesesteak, it really is just onions, salt and peppered meat, and butter.
All right, now, key ingredient that's missing, we haven't even really discussed that much.
We're going with provolone.
All right, so that's where I was getting at. So
Provolone will be our first.
So maybe while this is cooking, you can talk about the cheese a bit, because there is a couple ways of doing this, right?
Yes, which I mentioned in the front. So we're going to do cheese.
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit, but when you go to the place in Philly, okay, and you walk in and you tell them you want it with, so you gotta tell them, and they'll put Cheez Whiz on it. Cheez Whiz, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheez Whiz.
So, I think we talked about this earlier, that's right, because I was not adventurous enough to have them put Cheez Whiz on my Philly cheesesteak because I was like 25. No, I was 35. Hell, I might have been 40. Time flies. Anyway.
It's just like your weight. It keeps going up.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to combine them.
All right.
Provolone down, drop some cheese on the side.
3 slices. Nice, big slices of
And
provolone.
we're going to steam it. Oh, I did that. Ooh, look at that.
Getting there.
Look at that.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That is goopy.
How's that look, Bruce?
That looks pretty beautiful, Rich.
That is goopy.
Man.
Whoa. Hold on now.
All that cheese melted on there.
That is.
With the onions and the... Oh, man.
I only hate him half the time. Half the time in America, I hate Bruce. Right now, when he's saying good stuff about my food, I kind of like him.
Well, I'm the same way, you know.
But I usually don't say anything bad about your food.
I give him hell until he's got the food cooking, and then, man, it's good food. You know.
I don't do it right, but it turns out good all the time. Or most of the time. I will never be a short order cook.
I know that's right. So, Rich, you know why that spatula is so long?
So you know inside?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, and you act like I have coordination.
Yeah, well, you know.
Look at that. I have no coordination.
Yeah, well.
I lost that in divorce.
Oh, damn.
Alright, let's move that over there. So we are going to trim this up a little bit.
Well, I gotta tell you, that looks really good.
We'll use this on the next one. Alright, so I'm going to cut this into 3s.
Alright.
Juicy, nice and melted.
I know, look at all that melty cheese.
And look at that onion sticking out.
Oh, man.
I like that.
Alright, now.
A little bit of butter, and then...
Don't use oil, use butter.
Flavor. Oh yeah, flavor.
I'm not...
The steak is thick.
It's a little too thick.
No, the steak is so tender.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
That's why you just cook it until it gets brown on top and a little bit of color. You're not trying to cook it through. You want that juicy steak.
If it was any other cut of steak, you probably have wrong cuts for this thickness. This was a good cut for this thickness.
Ribeye.
It would have been too thick, yeah.
I'm ready for some Cheez Whiz.
I go.
Who makes that? Kraft makes
Kraft.
Cheez Whiz.
Yeah, no, I wanted a can. I want to be like,
Yeah,
No, they
spray Cheez Whiz.
Kraft doesn't make it in the spray can anymore. They only make that.
do they think that taking it out of the can is going to make people skinny? Didn't work.
Well, you know.
It's so almost like cheddar, but not.
But not.
it's,
A dollop of golden sunshine.
It's never like cheddar.
It's like cheese as close to peanut butter than anything else.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good comparison as far as consistency.
I think it looks great.
Let's do this. Alright.
Let's not film myself.
I was just waiting. Oh.
This looks absolutely wonderful.
And it's so freaking easy to do.
I'm so excited. I've never gotten to have a cheesesteak with. So I'm really fired up about this.
So it took coming to Texas to get it?
Right.
It actually just took you
Wanting to do it?
getting me to do this cooking show. Alright. I do believe that we can get 5 pieces out of that, don't you?
Oh yeah, because we're going to be eating crap out of the leftovers.
Yep.
Get in there. Get in there. Oh.
What are you mumbling about?
I'm trying not about to split change to the
It was kind of a
red knife.
grunt mumble.
I grunt mumble.
I know, you
It's like,
did.
it's like mumble rap.
It's really
I mumble rap.
mumble rap. Wow.
What's that? Is that called mumble rap?
Well, I'm just impressed that you can say something on the fly. I didn't know what you were going to call it.
Someone come for that one.
It's gooey and cheesy and hot. Smell them onions.
Alright.
Normally you're not going to cut it this small, so you're actually going to have a sandwich.
Well, yeah, but you know, we're all going to give this a try.
And then we're all going to get sandwiches.
Yeah, we're going to eat all sandwiches later. Damn.
It's good.
That's good.
That is good.
I like it better than the provolone.
I do too. This should not be better than the provolone.
Going crazy. We're going to do us some whiz.
Cheez Whiz.
I don't have to put as much on because I'm adding the other cheese.
So you're adding the
That's
other
not going
cheese
on.
for what reason? What are we making here?
Because we're crazy.
We're crazy. So we're
We are
doing
making a
It's a pizza steak.
a pizza steak.
We're making a pizza steak.
And
So we figured,
I could either use mozzarella or provolone. I got provolone handy. Even
And-
though I got the mozzarella in the fridge.
but the Cheez Whiz was so good on that other steak.
we
I
just,
mean, why not?
we just
Right.
can't quit you. I'm just going to put a little of that on there.
Whoa.
A little.
My eyes are bigger than yours.
Alrighty.
And we're going back to our steaming section.
Oh,
Did you even know I
excellent.
had one of those?
No, I did not.
But now you know.
I know.
All right.
Ready?
The big reveal.
Big reveal.
Oh wow.
Oh man,
Look at
See,
that.
I mean,
that smells so good.
now I'm gonna tell you
Use
something.
that
Richard.
the mozzarella
When you
sauce.
let me just say this: when you poured that on top of the cheese, that pizza sauce, I was like, how the hell is that gonna cook or anything?
That
I
smells.
am a converter to the dome thing
Yeah.
because I'm gonna tell you,
That smells so
Because
good.
you're taking it to the next step level where you're actually steaming it at the same time.
Well, yeah, of course you threw the beer on. That certainly helped.
Oh, it didn't hurt. That's for sure.
Wow. All right, so and I'm looking over here, and I'm seeing the.
We might just need a big
I'm seeing
piece of
the
bread.
cheese
I don't
whiz
think it's
over
gonna
on this
work now.
side. Wow.
What are you gonna do?
Now that I'm looking at it, I think I need a bigger piece of bread than trying to do these two together.
All right.
Oh, that looks so good.
That does look
Oh,
really,
wow.
really good.
Not a lot left over here, but man, if you poured that sucker, let it sop up in that bread, I mean, that's probably what I would have done.
Oh no, you want to let that be a little firm, otherwise it just gets it falls apart in your hand. You get all mushy and stuff.
All right,
you want some.
I can
snack
agree with that.
bread.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. I see that marinara right there. See that?
So we have a
It's
pizza
money.
steak.
Pizza steak.
I gotta tell you, that looks pretty good.
It's pretty hot.
Wow.
What do you think?
That is really good.
That's why you have to go to Rockies to get there.
Right.
So how does it compare?
It's completely different from a
Well, they
cheesesteak.
don't do both,
Oh, well, yeah.
so it's different. But no, it's smooth. I mean, the cheese is blended together well. So
They do. It's entirely different from a cheesesteak, but
and I love mozzarella.
on its own,
It's not
I mean-
mozzarella.
I meant to say the pizza sauce. I keep saying that.
I'm still going to tell you,
Mozzarella sauce.
onion is a very powerful tasting ingredient in anything.
you made 3 very different, very good sandwiches.
The onion played in every one of them,
Mm-hmm.
including this one. Including this one.
And I made sure I didn't go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's good. That is very good.
America, do this. When I cut those things up for the Salisbury steak, for the Salisbury steak, man, I was crying like a little girl.
Like a little girl.
My Audi became an innie. Oh shit, I got camera.
Yep, we got that.
Yeah, I get that.